Guys, I was not able to do a video in the morning as because of low battery of my phone, and this evening I stepped in here briefly and I noticed that there was water spillage as a result of that drinker over there that I use in supporting that line. So they pushed it off from that position, so that nipple started leaking seriously because of that joining, and that place is sagging. So because of the joining there and the place is sagging, that's why there was serious leakage, and you can see the whole of this place is wet. Let me bring the camera closer. You can see the whole of this place is wet. So what I want to do now, I want to evacuate this wet litter, and their feeder that was around here was totally empty. I think they still have feed in this feeder down here. They still have feed in here. So yesterday I started selling them. I sold about 2 of them out, and after slaughtering I got 1.8 kg, 1.8 kilogram. So that wasn't too bad. Yes, the expected size you're supposed to get to at 6 weeks. At 5 weeks it's supposed to be 2.5 to give us 2 kg after slaughtering. But be that as it may, we have a congested space and they've not been having enough feed time at night. So those are the limitations, and they had some traces of coccidosis. So these are traces and limitations that has limited their growth rate in a way. So what I intend to do is to start selling them gradually so that the remaining ones will try to come up a little bit. So at this point I have to pause this video to try to evacuate this stuff so that this video doesn't get too lengthy. Yeah, so I need to evacuate this space that is messed up so that it doesn't get too messy, because if I get to leave it this way, it will build up coccidosis in this pen. So let me do this evacuation quickly. Guys, I have changed the sawdust. See, the sawdust here is fresh. It's a fresh new sawdust around this region. I'm feeling close. So I have to evacuate the wet litters around this region, for them. So I've added feed for them. I had to, because of the rush of the feed, I have to bring in the third feeder. 2 days ago I had to remove the third feeder because there was too much waste from the beds. So I have to take off one of the feeders. So right about now, because of the rush for feed, and I know this night will not last for too long, so I have to now bring in this third feeder. So, but I need to reposition this particular feeder here, this one here, this guy. So I need to reposition it in such a way that it doesn't get of too much close proximity to this wedge on this nipple line. So let me try to do that quickly. So I have to bring it close to the entrance a little bit, just a little bit. Yes, so it's better here. So it's quite a fight, the kind of a tension between the Noilers and the Broilers. The quest for power, the power tussle in here. So, but they'll be fine. They'll be fine. They've not got into the age of crossing, so nothing is happening. So in the coming days, I'll be taking the broilers off gradually till when I do the box sales. So, but when we get to day 45, we're going to call this series a hot. By then, I'm going to get to scale and give you guys the outcome. In fact, on 2 days from now, I will be doing a sales. I will check their weight and show you guys the outcome of these birds. So, guys, this is all for today, and I will hope to show you guys some feedback by tomorrow. So their water level is getting down, so I have to tilt this tank towards the end where the valve tap is, so that we'll have more water flow. Then tomorrow morning I'll get to top it up with fresh clean water for them. So that's all for this night. Till tomorrow. It's a night check, and from the outside I noticed that something strategic has happened inside here. Okay. The nipple line is broken. Yes, it's broken. Guess what's broken from one of the nipple joints? I think from somewhere here. That's where it got broken from. And I think it's as a result of the sagging line. So that's what I think. The result of the sagging line, and from all indication, the whole of this place has been messed up with water. So much spillover. So that means this nipple line has to go off. I have to take it off and then set up a drinker for them for the next few days before these birds will be going out. So these birds have limited time in here, so I won't want to stress myself and getting an nipple line. I have an nipple line, but it's not properly disinfected, so I won't want to stress myself bringing an nipple line in here. So what I'll just do, I'll just bring in drinkers for them. It's just that this night, getting a remedy for them this night is not a foreseen. It's not something I can fix right now. Yes, not something I can fix right now. But from one indication, they are starved of water, so that means I need to get water for them, at least 2 drinkers of water. I still have these drinkers available, so I'll fix water in one, and their feed, they started messing up the feed again. See, all around here, spill of overfeed of feed. I don't know if I can bring the camera close so you guys get to see it. See, all around that floor, they spilled the feed. So, but the feeder in front here is empty. So what I'll do right now is to make arrangement for water for them in here. I'll have to take off this stand so that it create more space while I'm bringing in another drinker in here. So the challenge I have with this nipple line was that it was sagging because it's just one rope that is holding it from the top there, and at the middle, the weight at the middle was not strong enough to hold it. So that means it's going to be going off the sagging line. Stress this night is not something I expected. You have no choice. One of the things, responsibilities we face as farmers. So I'm seeing one of the broilers that's looking like he's weak. He's looking like he's weak. This guy is looking weak. This guy is looking weak. He's not looking strong enough. So I have to take it off. I'm noticing a watery eye. I'll take it outside. It's looking weak. So at this point, I have to pause this video while I try to fix this whole space to correct the lapses here. So I have evacuated the areas that were wet, and I took off the nipple lines. So the next thing is to give them water in the drinkers. So I'm going to be positioning 2 drinkers here. Let me see if there's some leftover of medication. Okay, there was some leftover of multivitamins in the water, so maybe I'll just turn that into one of the drinkers and add more water for them. So that will all for this night. Okay, let me just leave the camera on while I'm trying to do that so you guys can see what we are doing here. Positioned. Okay. Okay, so I've positioned 2 drinkers in here for them. So what I want to do now is to take off about 6 birds that I will be slaughtering to deliver for a client tomorrow morning. So I'll take them off here because I don't want them to be feasting on my feed again this night. So I'll just take them off. I need about 6 of them, so I've taken one out already. Okay, that'll be all for this night. Maybe I'll just top off feed for them. Let me top feed for them. This video is getting lengthy. Okay. So we are good for this night. They have feet here and they have feet here. So the last thing I will be doing is to give them lights, because this light is the camera light. So guys, these guys are good for this night. So they have water. They have been really dehydrated. They have been really thirsty for water for quite a long time. See the way they are rushing the water. So these are some of these circumstances, challenges that have been having, that's been limiting their growth. So that's why I try to set up the nipple line so that the water will always be available for them. But from all indications, the pipes, the PVC pipes are getting weaker, and so I have to improvise on a better means of setting up the nipple line. You know, I'm supposed to use a iron rod to support it at the top of the line, but I felt that the PVC pipe should be strong enough to still withstand. But from all indication, it's not been able to do the job properly because they are getting weak. They are about a year old already. I started using the nipple lines from early last year. So guys, this is basically what we have now. So next time I'll be running the nipple line here, I have to improvise and set it up properly to get better results, so that to avoid breakage like that that could cause mortality and accidental challenges. So this is my door that I have not fixed yet. One of the chicks hung its neck there 2 days ago, and as a result of that, we had mortality from that chick. So because I checked the chicks out, the birth out, it was not having any challenge in the internal organs. The birth was doing very fine. So I suspect that it was a particular one that hung its neck here. So these are one of the challenges that I've been having. So most of the mortality that I have here is as a result of accidents. You know, so they are all doing amazingly well, just as a fallout of maybe one or two farm accidents that caused the mortality. So guys, I've been following my medication and my vaccination chart diligently, and I've been having a better result. The bears are healthy. You know, mortality rate has been really down. I've had just 5% level of mortality, and this birth will be out in the next few days. So at the day 45, I'll call it a halt on this series. And I thank and I appreciate every one of you that have been following up on this series this far. So thank you and God bless you.